Welcome, welcome, welcome back, family. Hey, welcome to the Reiki Healing Hope family. I am Jessica, a Reiki master and intuitive, and today we have a special healing session. We're going to be doing a clearing out healing session, and we're just going to catch up, sip some tea, even though I forgot my tea, and just talk about what's going on now, okay? Talk about what's going on out there while you get this just beautiful healing session at the same time. So if you're new to the community, to remember to like, comment, and subscribe, but most importantly to comment, because I love to hear what you are up to. I only ask that if you do choose to comment, you comment for the highest vibrational good only, to keep this a safe community that everybody loves coming back to. So let's get started. Now we start out our practice with a prayer. So do I have your permission to say a prayer? Okay. Dear Mother, Father God, and all for the highest vibrational good, please connect us to the Reiki Masters, the Ascended Masters, Master Jesus, Master Buddha, Master Kutumi, Oshun, Mawu, Waitar, and all the Tars. Please connect us to the Archangels, Spirit Guides, Spirit Animals, our lineage, and all of our highest vibrational good only, rooting us down in our individual healing experience, connecting us as a community, and moving us forward in our healing path. And I say all of this in the name of I Am. Ashe. 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 Okay. So family, just going in, I'm going to take a little bit of this. Y'all, these nails are no joke. I'm going to take this sage stick. I've been really enjoying and exploring the stem. It's giving me that quick little burn, and really just getting our environment what we need it to be. Now, I have so many updates for you, okay? First update is I have not forgotten the pick a card energy 1 hour activation session. In fact, I filmed it and I just could not get it to load. So no worries, I'm just gonna film it again. I was like, you know what? I gave this a good 2 days to try to get it to work, and it didn't. That's okay. We're gonna do it again, and it's gonna be even better. So no worries on that. You're gonna see that 100% next week. And also, we have our energy healing circle coming up in May 12th, Tuesday, May 12th at 8 p.m. EST. And you can sign up for that in the description box below. And last time I asked you, how do you feel about in May we do a beach week, and this is pure relaxation, pure fun, just pure taking it easy. So let me know if you want our May theme to be beach week. Right now we are in full face April, and we can definitely add that beach experience into May. Okay, so you all know that I am an astrology junkie. It was actually, astrology is the first modality science that I really got into as a child, and my specialty and my focus is natal charts. So looking at the planetary alignment when you were born based off of your location, your date, and your time. And I also like to dabble in a little bit of numerology from time to time. I think the biggest difference between those two, just to go on a little tangent, is that I think numerology gives you great perspective on large periods in your life of what you could be going through, what you might be feeling on the inside. Whereas astrology is more about your personality, how you feel specifically about each and every aspect of life. And it's something that only you would know, because it could say like, wow, you feel really confident about your life, and you might just be kind of taking it easy in life. But it really doesn't matter what you look like on the outside. It matters with what you register on the inside. So if you have not looked at your natal chart, definitely look at it. But to continue the discussion, why I said let's talk about what's going on right now with this clearing session is because we live in a very special time, a very transitional time, as you can see with C19 happening. But even panning out from that, we are in a special time in human history when we are in between the age of Pisces and the age of Aquarius. Some people feel like we're still in Pisces. Some people feel like we're already in Aquarius. But more importantly, it's a transitional time. I would say the transitional period is between 100 to 300 years. So you're not really fully in the other side, but you're seeing a huge shift. And what I'm noticing right now, because we talked about this last time, did you all want to know my astrological predictions? What I'm noticing now, just from a very big picture, I'm not even going into any transits that's happening this year. I don't know, I say I'm not going to, but I might. What I noticed from a very big picture is that we're stuck between two astrological ages. The old way of doing things and the new way of doing things. The principles in the age of Pisces no longer apply in the age of Aquarius. Aquarius has different energy. So what worked out before is not going to be working out in Aquarius. You have to learn new things. It's for the collective soul to evolve, to grow, to do all of that stuff. And so letting go of that old way of things is going to be pretty tough. So just to give you some highlighted parts of that. Things in Pisces would be, you saw monotheism, you saw the Abrahamic religions, you saw very a big rise in Christianity, Islam, and of course Judaism too. Whereas, and I should probably preface that each astrological period is about 2,000 to 2,500 years. So the age of Pisces represents Jesus, represents the fish, represents the martyr, represents that kind of religious leader. Whereas when you start looking at faiths that are older than Judaism, Christianity, and Islam, those are more representative of different astrological ages. But what you notice is there's those parallel stories that have been happening throughout time. The flood. There's been floods for thousands upon thousands of years, and people capturing that energy. The prophet, like this really connected person who comes and just illuminates the human experience at that time for its greatest healing stories. All of these things, they're just going to continue to be reproduced over time because they're really important for the human experience. But the way that we do it is definitely going to change. So Pisces is all that. So you're probably like, what is Aquarius? Where Pisces was about religion, about belief, specifically religious belief in your deepest belief in the unconscious. What do you feel from your core that you may not even be conscious about? The unseen, the veil. While that was Pisces, Aquarius is more of the humanitarian. Aquarius is more of the environmentalist. Aquarius is more of the friend. So Pisces is the martyr and Aquarius is the friend. think about it like that. And you're going to approach things differently. In Pisces, you still had the family structure. You had, I want to say the monarch, but I'm not necessarily saying it in like king, queen, X, Y, and Z. I'm saying you still had maybe a traditional family mold, the expectation, normativity of the family is a mother and a father and 2.5 children or something like that. And so everybody is trying to compare themselves to having that. And if you have that, you might feel like, wow, I had that and still something is wrong, because that was a part of it. That structure of having a family and, having a lot of kids made sense. If you had a farm and labor was free, you wanted to have a lot of kids. I definitely felt that from my grandma, who grew up in North Carolina, and she was like one of like 8 or 9 siblings, and it made sense. You had all those kids back then because you had farms, you had stuff like that. Now it's more of like you have less kids because they're very expensive. And we're less connected, like we're less of a unit, a multi-generational households. There's plenty of houses that still have it, but less of a multi-generational household. So you definitely are having to take care of your own kids. And I know that from my own experience. You all know about my sister Repocus, and when she had kids, I was definitely there. I was like 11 or 12 taking care of babies. So it definitely was a different experience than how things are now, and how when I have children things will be. So there's that experience and that focus on it. Aquarius transforms things. Aquarius is lighter. Aquarius is electricity, where Pisces was water, Pisces was the fish, Aquarius is electricity. And so we're gonna see a rise in renewable resources. We're gonna see a rise in environmentalism. We're also gonna see a rise in individuality. So to bring it all back to why this applies now, this is a cocooning period. Things like C19 happen from an energetic perspective. As hard as it is, and thank you to essential workers who are holding us down right now, we deeply appreciate you. From an energetic perspective, it's giving us a transition, a rapid transition. How many people, how many kids, how many adults rapidly moved to online education? How many people rapidly moved to online working? How many people rapidly moved to online socializing? It is showing us how the future will be for this period of time that's forcing us to stay indoors. You're going to realize that you have more freedom for those who went to college, or those who, I'm going to say, went away to college, or those who just had periods in their lives where they were separated from, their original family structure. What do you notice? Once you leave your original family structure, you have all of this time, on your hands. What are you going to do with it? And you might be thinking about, how things were in the past, or how you thought you were going to make this period, instead of just experiencing it. So you have a lot more free time. You don't have a commute time if you're not an essential employee. If you are, thank you. Hopefully there is less traffic out there, and to stay as safe as possible. But there's not as much of a commute. You have things around you. You're always in front of people all the time, whomever live with you, or if you live on your own, you have that space for yourself, and you get to navigate it in a new way. And yes, you can still go out in the world. You can ride a bike. You can really go back to more of the earthly things and more of the connectedness things, without it always being kind of inundated with, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. So this period is just really giving you an opportunity to be exposed to how the world is going to be in the age of Aquarius. So those who catch on to this and those who really knock it out the park are those that are really going to leave a lasting legacy that's going to be so relevant in the age of Aquarius. So this is a moment, a beautiful transformative moment for you to go and look at yourself as you are cocooning into your butterfly and make some decisions of how you can make decisions on what you want to do and how you're going to do it, and just go and do it. Plan it out. Live your everyday routines. So this is a really good thing for if you're learning a new skill or if you're honing in on something you're passionate about, that you have the time to structure your day in the way you need to, especially rooting it down, so that when you go back into a physical environment, you will be less likely to fall off. So if you are wanting to eat better, you are in full control of your eating at this moment. Why? Because you can control every aspect of what you eat, how you eat, when you eat, and it's less of an excuse that you give when you're out in the open. You're like, I'm busy, I didn't have a chance to eat or to eat well or what have you. I talked about before being much more plant-based, and you don't have to be raw vegan. You don't even have to be vegan, but being mindful of how we treat the production of animals and animal products, as well as you don't have to be chomping on vegetables. There's plenty of, I'm going to just say what it is. There's plenty of processed vegan things that you can eat that are delicious and could be much more mindful on the environment, because you remember that like pyramid in science where it shows you like the levels, the hierarchies, where it's like the bottom part of the pyramid is all the grass, and the next part are all the herbivores, and it's a little bit smaller, and then it's like the carnivores and things like that. And what you realize is it takes like an entire field to feed one cow, and here it is, we're mass producing all these cows, when if we just ate the field, we would actually be doing and be much more gentler to the environment, because cooking or creating and growing grains that we feed animals, we could literally just feed ourselves exponentially. So this is also an opportunity to try something new, get used to that new Aquarius energy. So I hope you enjoyed that session today. I'm definitely going to continue the conversation, because I think that this is a really interesting time for us, and I want you to be open to a new way of doing things, a new way of seeing things. I literally could just keep talking about this, but I'm gonna let you go. And so if you have any insights that have come up for you, go ahead and put it in the comment sections. Any predictions or any thoughts in general, put it in the comment section. I love to hear what you are thinking about and what your experience is with everything. And again, thank you to essential employees. My mother is one. My mother works at a grocery store, and I'm always worried and I'm always nervous. So I definitely think about her often, and thank you for being the person that you are and doing your part, whether it is going out there and keeping our essential things flowing, or whether it is staying home and just keeping to your space. And even though we are social distancing, it doesn't mean we can't be social. So I'm gonna clear you out, just sealing you with the sign of the infinity, moving that out. And if no one has said it, I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Don't touch your face, wash your hands.